Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Jungle Cup, and let's see what team we're going to be running today. It's going to be featuring the Vigoroth paired with the Lanturn and Talonflame in the back. Here we have a pretty decent lead here. We're going to stay in versus the Steelix, non-Shadow Steelix. We're going to throw on CAP timing, and even though this is a resistant move, we're going to be able to not be able to get a sneak in. So Psychic Fang goes through, we can tank that, and now we're just going to race to another move here. We're going to do the same thing, throw this Body Slam right on timing, and this is as good as it's going to get in this matchup here. Barely doesn't take it out, get us into the low red, and most likely another Psychic Fang coming in. Okay, Breaking Swipe goes in, doesn't quite KO, but we are able to farm down, so that's not bad. Next, we're going to see the Trevenant, so we can't switch out. We have to wait till the Vigoroth goes down, and we have the Mirror Lanturn matchup going on. So Mirror Lanturn, they have the energy advantage. We're okay, barely not losing this, but we need to make sure we shield the Thunderbolts. So first Thunderbolt gets shielded, that's correct, and then we're going to go for our own Thunderbolt. Let's see if the opponent ends up shielding as well. They do let it go, which is advantage for us. So now we can just apply the pressure going for the Surf here. This most likely will get a shield. Even though it's a resistant move, they just can't afford to take all these fast moves anymore. We know it can take a Thunderbolt here, so we're going to let this Thunderbolt go through. We're also in the low red, but now we're going to be able to farm down, and now we're waiting for them to switch out. They switch out into the Trevenant. They had a little bit of energy advantage. If we want to be safe, we just shield right here. Ends up being the Shadow Ball, so we did shield the correct move, and now they know it's GG's because they have to shield this move here, and then the Incinerates will be boosted at this point. So nice job by us, and way to go for that end game. Okay, next game, let's see what we find. Got the Vigoroth paired with Obstagoon. Okay, this is pretty good for us as we're doing double super effective fast moves. They decided to switch out into the Altaria. Altaria kind of decent against our team, especially our backline. We're going to go for this Rock Slide here as we don't need the charge moves for the Obstagoon, we just need the fast moves. We're going to switch out into the Lanturn. Lanturn does tank the Moonblast. We avoid the debuff, which is great. And now we're going to overfarm quite a bit. And then we're going to go for just a Surf here. Surf will be able to take it out or barely not take it out. We do get a shield, which is great. And now we can potentially shield and farm down. Let's see if that's going to work out. Our opponent does decide to... Okay, we do get the farm down, which is fantastic. And now we see the Obstagoon back. Obstagoon is going to have to tank this Thunderbolt. Pretty good damage, considering we can only get to one move. We're going to go right into our Vigoroth, and then we switch out into the Talonflame. Talonflame versus the Clogsire. Not necessarily the best thing, because Clogsire does potentially know the Stone Edge. We're just going to go for this Fly here to chip away at it. We think that we can just let this go and then win the game with the Vigoroth at this point, because this Vigoroth's spamminess will probably come into play. We do shield a Stone Edge. We're going to try to build up to... okay, we barely didn't go to 2 Body Slams, but we get to 1 Body Slam here. Barely doesn't take it out, and that is really unfortunate because we needed this Clogsire to go down without taking this damage. And now they have the Obstagoon here, able to have a shield and able to win that. So GG's to our opponent. Well done by them. Unfortunately, that Altaria just was so problematic for us in the backline. Maybe we didn't need to throw the Rock Slide. We just need to throw a Body Slam against that Altaria. All right, we got the Talonflame versus this Vigoroth. Okay, the power of the Vigoroth. They decided to quit. So nice play right there, I guess. And let's see what the next game is. So it is kind of a semi-balanced team. Vigoroth being in the lead with the Lanturn and Talonflame core. So we're basically, depending on what we see in the lead, we could just play it out. But they switch out into the Mandibuzz. We have the Lanturn for this. We can easily tank this Dark Pulse easily. And we're just going to go for this Surf. This Surf here, going to chip away at the Mandibuzz health because we know that we can potentially get a lot of energy coming out of this matchup. They go for another Dark Pulse here. Gets us into the low yellow. And we're going to chip away at it as well with another Surf. Now, this Surf here barely doesn't take it out, but they get to a move here. We are going to shield here. Unfortunately, it was the Aerial Ace. We probably didn't need to shield that one. What is this right here? We throw a surf towards... Okay, we see a Piloswine. Piloswine does invest the shield, and they are able to throw on good timing here. This next surf doesn't get to go through. They get to farm up and throw the Avalanche. So our opponent here does reveal their Talonflame. Talonflame versus our own Talonflame here. This is going to be tricky. Potential Brave Bird. We're going to let it go, calling the Brave Bird. Okay, ends up not being the Brave Bird, only the Fly. We're going to go for our own Fly here. We do get the shield, and we're trying to get to another move. We do get to the Fly. This is going to chip away at the health of this Talonflame. Do we get to a potential farm down? No farm down, unfortunately. So we're just going to let this one go here. We tank the Fly, and oh, they actually had two, so we have to shield this anyways. The Talonflame ended up getting a lot of good energy, and now we're just going to go for this Rock Slide. This Rock Slide here, I think we only can get to one move at this point. Doesn't KO, so Piloswine actually kind of tanky. And we're going to get taken out right here because this Avalanche does go through. So GG's to our opponent. Nice play by them. That Talonflame ends up getting to so many moves that we could not get the farm down. And we had to use a shield just to address that extra Fly. Okay, now we got the Steelix and they switch out into the Toxapeck. We easily have a counter to this. We have the Lanturn to address the Toxapeck. We're just going to go for this Thunderbolt here to get some big damage or get the shield. Because it's so tanky, they are able to survive it. And we are also able to survive their big charge move, ends up being the Sludge Wave. But luckily for us, we are able to farm it down after the Thunderbolt goes through. And we're just going to throw this Surf now to chip away at the health of this Quagsire. We're trying to get to another Surf here. It wouldn't be very beneficial. We do get to another Surf. This is going to get it in range of a farm down. Okay, they actually shield, so no farm down. And then they switch out immediately into their Steelix. So we're going to go into our Talonflame, and then they know that it's GG. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.